gonna give in now. I think I'll lift this now. I'm gonna be when I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in their ring when I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the break. Cause I am just up on the journey. Just know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. Are XRP holders being scammed since the start, or is this the greatest opportunity in human history? We're going to break that down today. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach, business coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, to be very clear, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I've been doing 8 to 9 hours a day of research for years now and just presenting the information and being open and honest with the things that I'm doing to help my family survive the biggest financial collapse in history. If you want to see exactly what we're doing, click the description down below and join the private Warrior Academy. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. None of it's financial advice, but we just lay it out exactly what we're doing so that we can work together to raise our families to the top. All right, so let's jump right into it. Man, this stuff is really heating up if you're paying attention. I'm going to be doing a video on the FDIC tomorrow. So this 3 years ago, remember 3 years ago when we were reporting this, everybody said cryptocurrency is a fraud. Everybody was saying I'm a tinfoil hat guy. I told people cryptocurrency would be underneath their banking system. And now the FDIC is heavily getting involved. But I want to first bring up this gentleman right here, Wall Street insider, Gary Gensler. So Gary Gensler is a deep Wall Street insider. And as you're starting to see the ecosystem, you got Nancy Pelosi. Obviously, her and her husband are being called out all the time for insider trading, right? Nancy Pelosi was told not to go to Taiwan, and she still did. Now, why did Nancy Pelosi go to Taiwan? Do you comment down below? Why did Nancy Pelosi go to Taiwan when she was told not to? Okay. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Okay, let's see how we're doing our research. Let's see where we're at in our brain. As we look this way, there's another narrative going on this way. Well, this gentleman here is a deep Wall Street insider. He was turned, they call him the tough market cop, right? Now, remember, Gary Gensler, who's the head of the SEC, used to run the CFTC. All these guys are connected. Gary Gensler was also the top professor at MIT for cryptocurrency. We've actually showed videos of him saying that XRP is a currency, right? Or the way that he explained it sounded like a currency. So this is Biden's pick to run the SEC. We know that, right? And so I want to have you listen to this video, which was on April 28th, 2022, okay? He always avoids every single question, just like a regular politician, right? But I want you to listen to what he says. Okay. Now remember, SEC threw out a case against Ripple. Jay Clayton throws out the case against Ripple right before he leaves. 2 days later, he leaves to consult for a cryptocurrency fund. A few days earlier, the fund that he consulted for raised their position in Bitcoin and Ethereum by 600 million. We know Bill Hinman had already left the SEC to go to consult for Andreessen Horowitz $2.2 billion crypto fund, which also just raised billions more for cryptocurrency, right? Guys, cryptocurrency is here to stay. It's like holding on to a bowl right now. Understanding that it's going to get very sticky, very hairy, lots of regulation, lots of fear of shutting exchanges down. There's going to be a lot of FUD. Yes, a bunch of cryptocurrencies are going to get wiped out. A ton of cryptocurrencies are going to get wiped out. The question is, do the ones you hold have real world solve? So let's listen to what he says, and then I'll break it down a little bit further.
You're really good at your job, but hopefully you'll respect.
I'm just trying to understand what the rules are.
I can't comment on any specific matter, but we have a law.
Wait, so they keep asking him, what are the rules? Like, what are the rules? I can't comment on any specific matter, but you keep shutting down exchanges. You keep going after, like, it doesn't make any sense. You obviously know what the rules are because you're in court with Ripple, right?
In the U.S., it's about 50 some years ago that said that there would be disclosures when people go past a certain ownership, 5% of a company. That's something that the SEC oversees. Those public disclosures when people buy into companies. And this was really important 50 years ago. It's still important now. It's certainly important as it relates to some rules we're trying to enhance.
Oh, you see how he said that? Some rules we're trying to enhance. He just said the Howey test is based on you owning shares in a company. We don't own shares in Ripple. We do not own shares in Ripple.
Are you looking to change or enhance the rules around moving markets in terms of governing a business in the public square?
I think anybody in a job like the one I'm in should be technology neutral. We're not policy neutral, though. And so regardless of the medium, look, we were founded in the 1930s and television came along after that. And the internet came along after that. And so there's new forms of communicating with the public through social media and the like, but the time-tested policies are still there that you can't defraud the public, lie to the public. And if you have material information, you can't tell some shareholders and not others.
Do you worry about...
Did you hear what he just said? If you have material information, you can share some shareholders, but not others. What are they doing? What's Nancy Pelosi doing? What's her husband doing? What are all these politicians doing?
About the road ahead? There's been a lot of financial innovation, whether you're talking SPACs or crypto or meme stocks, a lot of things out there that weren't even here just a few years ago.
You know, Warren Buffett has this famous line. He said years ago in one of his annual reports, when the tide goes out, you see who's been swimming with their trunks off. And so, yes, Stephanie, that we're in.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it right there. The Warren Buffett saying, when the tide goes out, you're seeing who's swimming with their trunks off. That right there is going to go down in history. When the tide goes out, you're going to see who's swimming with their trunks off. Just remember that quote that he just said. When the tide goes out, that's what they're freaked out about right now. When the tide goes out, you're going to see who's been doing the insider trading, who's rubbing whose backs. Bill Hinman, Jay Clayton, right? All of these people who were interconnected. And you got people like Charles Gasparino, who's kicking ass for us in Fox News, which is cool. Which is cool that he's doing this for us. I'm not saying, I'm not for any media station, but what I'm saying is this gentleman is working to expose. They know that this is going to be one of the biggest cases in history. So breaking, Fox Business will publish John Deaton's Today rebuke to Gary Gensler Monday. Stay tuned. XRP and Ripple, the SEC treats crypto like the rest of the capital markets. Here it is right here. There's no reason to treat the crypto market differently from the rest of the capital markets just because it uses a different technology, SEC Chief Gary Gensler says. So we can dispense with the idea that crypto lending isn't subjected to regulation. On the contrary, the rules have been around for decades. The platforms aren't following them. There's so much stuff happening right now, guys. I'm going to report on the FDIC yesterday. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think FX Exchange is getting a cease and desist letter right now. I think 5 exchanges within America just got a cease and desist letter last night. This stuff is like, I don't even want to read through this. It's so frustrating with this. It's basically Gary Gensler is coming in and saying, all right, we're going to go ahead and regulate. We're going to extend our reach in the SEC. We're going to extend this is it right here. So Gary Gensler's gross SEC overreach. The targeting of cryptocurrency reveals Gensler's intentions to expand the power of the SEC. The Supreme Court may have recently struck down overreaching by the environmental, the EPA, right? But the Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler remains undeterred in expanding the agency's power beyond its constitutional boundaries. For proof, you need to no better example than his all-out assault in the cryptocurrency space. So Gary Gensler is not the one that should be expanding out into cryptocurrency, right? There's something happening here. Key Wall Street insider turned tough market cop. Biden's pick to head the SEC. This is where I'm connecting the dots here, okay? Biden takes a big step towards government-backed digital currency. The Biden administration is throwing its support behind further study and development of what could be known as the U.S. central bank digital currency. I shared with you guys in my reports last week that the central bank created master accounts for cryptocurrency. Basically, this is all about bringing all the money into the system, warriors. That's it. That's all this is about, right? They're moving us into a brand new monetary system. The countries are screwed. They can't print any more money. They just need money more liquid. Remember, warriors, we can't survive without debt in the system. So they have to do a great reset. It's impossible. People can't get debt right now. So the fact that they're raising interest rates, right? The fact that they're just pushing us into a recession, massive recession, shows that they're ready to do a great reset. They're just going to keep the printing of money. It's going to be in a FedNow wallet. The crypto exchanges will have a master account at the Federal Reserve. All money will run through the system, and they'll just start lending it back out again. Or they'll give people UBI, because if you saw my TikTok this morning, is Google said there's going to be blood in the streets. Your safe job, Google is telling their employees there'll be blood in the streets coming Q3. They're getting ready to do massive layoffs at a tech company. That's a tech company. That's the future of your technology, the future of your economy. And tech companies are about to do massive layoffs. Walmart, Target right now are having massive supply problems. Okay. So the point of this is the connection, right? You got these Wall Street insiders that are running the SEC that are trying to overreach into cryptocurrency, right? And then Biden at the same time, all countries are moving into a digital currency. We know the G20 in October, I think it's October, is going to roll out their global crypto regulations. I believe XRP, not financial advice, but what I'm doing is I think it's a part of history. It's a part of history. XRP is like buying a part of history. This is cool from John Dean. It says, when the summary judgment motions are public, we will see the evidence we are currently unaware of, including testimonies from Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, Joel Katz, and former Ripple employees. It includes testimonies from Hinman and other SEC officials. There's going to be so much revealed about the SEC, so expect distraction after distraction. Well, at the same time, Ripple City Mayor in Japan visits to discuss crypto adoption. Ripple's host mayor of leading Japan city in Web3 adoption. It's wild. Ripple's VP Corporate Strategy and Operations, Imo Yasukawa, did I say that right? Has shared the recent visit of Japan's I can't pronounce that, city mayor to the Ripple headquarters. We welcome Fuku City Mayor, I can't even pronounce her name, as a team of Ripple headquarters today. As this all happens, Ripple is crushing it. Ripple launches crypto-enabled enterprise payments in Brazil with Travelex Bank. They just continue to show that XRP is a currency. Ripple is one of the strongest companies in the cryptocurrency space. So it's all by design. They went after XRP. They screwed over the XRP holders. So this could be the biggest change in our history, right? They may buy it back. Who knows what's going to happen? I have no idea what's going to happen with XRP, but I know I own a part of history. I am going either down with the ship or becoming a multimillionaire with the ship. That's why you have to diversify, warriors. Now, those of you who are accredited investors, you can get into Ripple pre-IPO. So if you're an accredited investor, okay, if you click the description down below, just click it'll say link to, click on it. You can go into Ripple. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you go to link to, you can get Ripple pre-IPO, guys. They also launched Figment, Motive. All these companies are pre-IPO. That's where these people, insiders, get in there, right? So you go in here pre-IPO, you can get into Ripple. That's one of the top sellers, obviously, right? And then they have all these other companies you can get in pre-IPO. Now, remember, you have to be an accredited investor. That's very important, okay? But if you're not a credit investor, check out Market Insights. If you download the app, you can see how they value companies. It's very important. This helps with your business acumen. You can click here. Once you set up your account, you can see how they do their Mosaic score, which will help you with your business acumen and your investing. So click the description down below. You can get into link 2, and I'll continue to bring the new companies that they're launching out there. So warriors, it's the greatest time in human history. We'd love to have you part of our private Warrior Academy. It's just a community of people rising up together, like-minded individuals, sharing ideas and thoughts and behaviors, and having that like-minded support system. That's basically what it's all about in the Warrior Academy. So we love you guys. We appreciate you, and I expect to see you on the other side. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.